The 215T from Merz B Swchanen is always sold out due to how popular it got from the show The Bear. How was that pronunciation? People online have been calling this the perfect t-shirt, so I wanted to see if it's worth the hype. I picked up two of the t-shirts a couple of months ago, one in the charcoal colorway and one in off-white, to put them to the test. Darker color t-shirts can often be a little bit smaller due to the dyeing process, so that's why I picked one up in a lighter colorway and a darker colorway to see if there was much of a difference. For reference, I'm 6 foot, I weigh around 77 kilos, and my true size in tops is a size medium. If you like this video at any point, please feel free to drop it a like, and now that's all out the way, let's get into the t-shirts. So these t-shirts cost me £79 each, which is a lot of money for a basic t-shirt, but there are a few reasons why they cost this much. Of course, hype plays a role in their price, and after the success of the show The Bear, a lot of people wanted one of these. If you don't know what I'm on about and you've never seen or heard of the show The Bear, then basically there's a chef called Kami, and he loves to wear these t-shirts in that show, and they look incredible on him. I do have to mention that the t-shirts have been altered in length to fit Kami, or Jeremy Allen White, who plays Kami in the show, so don't expect them to be as cropped as they are on him, which is a good thing in my opinion because he's 5'7" and I'm 6 foot, so they'd be way too short on me if they were the same size as they are on him. But aside from the Bear's influence on these t-shirts, Merz B has a great reputation for making high quality products, so if you want premium products, you have to pay premium prices. That's just the way it works. And the way these t-shirts are made is awesome, and it also plays a role in their price. So let's talk about it. So these tees are made using vintage loop wheel machines, and there's very few left of them in the world. I think only Germany and Japan have these in a few of their factories, and only a handful of brands have access to them, and they're all high quality brands, so that tells you something. It takes about an hour to produce 1 meter of fabric on these machines, so these t-shirts take a long time to make, but there's a lot of positives for using this method. Firstly, these machines knit the body of the t-shirt into a tube, so there's no side seams. But why is that good? Well, the lack of seams means they follow the shape of your body better, and they're a lot more comfortable to wear. Also, the lack of seams means there's no chance of them coming apart at the seams. The amount of t-shirts I've had that have fallen apart at the seams, it's not great, but you don't have to worry about that with these. And because of the way they're stitched with a bit of a looser weave, they move more freely, they're softer, and they hold their shape for longer. The 215T is a heavyweight t-shirt coming in at 245 GSM, so pretty heavyweight, but because of its loop wheel construction, it's breathable and soft as I mentioned, which is unlike a lot of other heavyweight tees that cause you to overheat, and they can be stiff and uncomfortable. Not this t-shirt. They use high quality organic cotton to make the t-shirts, which you'd hope so at that price, and a 2-thread yarn to construct them. This basically means they use 2 different yarns to construct the t-shirt, which makes them more durable and breathable, and it also adds some nice texture. And who doesn't love a bit of texture? I know I do. If you want to learn more about loop wheel construction, then I will leave a link to it in the description box. I find it really interesting, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea to learn about that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's move on. So the first thing you'll notice when you buy one of these t-shirts is how nice the presentation and packaging is. The box is a really nice touch, and the little slips inside telling you about the company make them feel more personal and a bit special. And I always love it when companies go the extra mile to present their goods in a lovely way. It tells me as a consumer that they really care about what they do and they don't cut corners. But anyway, when I first laid my fingers onto the t-shirts out the box, I was completely blown away by their quality. I don't think I'd ever felt a t-shirt this good quality before, and I've got a lot of good quality t-shirts in my wardrobe. That's not me trying to flex or brag, by the way. I'm just trying to say that I don't think you can complain about the quality of these. Anyway, I also noticed the small details like that lovely thick neckline, the triangular gusset in the armpit for added comfort, and of course the lack of seams down the side. My first impressions were good basically, and I was really excited to get them on and try them out. And when it comes to sizing, Merz B do recommend that you go up at least 1 size, because these t-shirts aren't pre-shrank, so they will shrink in the wash. As I mentioned at the start of the video, my true size is a size medium, so I picked these up in a size large. I took measurements of the t-shirts before I washed them, and then after, to get a good idea of how much they shrank. So here's the measurements before they were washed. If you want to have a longer look at the measurements, then pause the video here, but both tees pretty much measured the same, with a few small differences. And here you can see the t-shirts on body before they went in the wash, and I did feel they were a little bit too big for me. With this type of t-shirt, I want them to be more fitted and sit close to the body, so I was hoping they'd shrink an inch or so after washing them. So here's the measurements after washing, and as you can see, the t-shirts have shrunk a bit, and most noticeably in the length. But let's have a look at the t-shirts before and after washing, side by side. So you can definitely see the t-shirt has become more fitted post-wash. To be honest, I probably could have gone for a size medium to get an even more snug fit, but I think most people would be happy with this fit. But the t-shirt hugs my arms nicely, and the gusset in the armpit area makes them very comfortable, well, in the pit area. They are a bit stiffer after the first wash, but that's to be expected, and they will soften up over time. These honestly feel unlike any other t-shirt I've ever owned, and it really makes me appreciate the craftsmanship that's gone into them. There is one thing about them though that I think people aren't gonna like, and it's the neckline. These t-shirts are based on t-shirts from the 50s, and they had wider necklines on that style of t-shirt, but not everyone's gonna like that. I quite like a wider neckline sometimes, but I know it's not for everyone. And also, because the neckline is so sturdy and thick, when it creases, it can sometimes sit away from my neck in a bit of a weird way. So I've had some more time with these t-shirts, and there's no doubt about it, the quality is incredible on these, so I've got no complaints in that department. But what I am unsure about for me is the fit. And while I was making this video, I was talking to the main man James about these t-shirts, because I know he's had his for over a year now, so I wanted to get his input. I haven't told James that I'm going to be sharing his input in this video, so James, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, then I hope you don't mind. I'm sure he won't. So James said he's tried these in a size up and in his true size, and he found his true size to fit him a lot better. And the fit looks spot on for James here, as you can see. And this is the fit that I was after with these. He also said these tees hold up great, and they do get softer and better over time, which is great to hear. And by the way, if you haven't checked out James's content, he makes great videos here on YouTube, and I'll leave his channel linked in the description box. So head over there, give him a subscribe or whatever you say. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Give him a subscribe, give him a follow or whatever. He makes great stuff and he's a top lad. But anyway, after speaking to James, I'm thinking that the size medium would have given me the fit I wanted. I think the neckline would have fit me better, and it would have hugged me in all the right places. For this video though, I chose the size that the brand recommended for me on their website, like most people would do, and although I do like the fit of the large, I'm not sure it's perfect for me. I think it probably all comes down to personal preference though, so if you want a regular fit, I think the brand are right to suggest to size up. But if you want a more fitted look like I do, then going true to size might be your best option. But either way, I do think this brand and their products are worth the hype. Their quality is unreal, and these t-shirts look so good on so many people. There's a reason why they're always sold out, even at their high price point. I love the brand's message and their focus on producing high quality products, and I do think they deserve all the success they get. But I will be doing a video on this channel where I try and find the best t-shirt for summer very soon, and I might pick up a size medium for that video, so don't forget to smash subscribe so you don't miss that one. Also, if you've got any t-shirts that you think are the best t-shirts out there, then let me know what they are, and if enough of you recommend the same t-shirts, I'll buy them and put them in that video. But have you given these t-shirts a go yourself, and how did you get on with them, and how did you find the sizing? I'm gonna go hit the gym now so I can fill out my t-shirts more like Jeremy Allen White, but I hope to see you all next week. If you enjoyed this one, please do leave it a like. If you hated this one, then I don't know what to say. Come back for another one and give me another go, I suppose. Thanks for watching. See you later.